people who want to confront a state, they are not first of all united. The division alone is a very, very dangerous weapon put in place. Secondly, our fathers in 1953 in the Eastern Regional Crisis, they had their differences. When it was time for them to walk out of the Eastern Regional Crisis, they put their differences aside, unanimously walked out of the Eastern Regional Crisis. They had different views, political views, but when it was time for them to walk out, they unanimously walked out, and it was easier. There was no bloodshed. But since the Anglophone crisis came up, what I have seen is grade 2 teachers were able to put themselves together, because the only doctor by then was Endeley. People like Foncha and Joa, the rest were teachers, it's grade 2 teachers. But the wisdom, that's what I say, wisdom is not in the certificate you have. Those people walked out of the Eastern Regional Crisis quietly and came and stood their ground and then started building a government. But we have doctors in the Anglophone Revolution who have not been able, first and foremost, to coordinate themselves, because the strength of a train that drags wagons is at the head. If the head of the train is not in order, the wagons will all fall in a ditch. The population of Southern Cameroon is looking up to people that have different heads. My father used to tell me, anything that has more than one head is a monster. And it's very certain that the guys who are driving the revolution, the separatist movement, they have not made up their mind to come with the common goal, because the government, even if the government has to confront, he doesn't even know who to confront and who to negotiate with. So if statistical Ayub Tabe is incarcerated because of the same crisis, and he brings an idea for them to collaborate together, probably to project a particular goal, because the divisiveness among them is so alarming, because they don't have the same ideology. Somebody is for secession, the other person is for federalism, the other person has an army on ground that he does not tie with the other army. And they used to say that when pig gives birth and is not able to feed, it begins to eat itself. There is something we call in medical science multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is a medical condition whereby the cells that were designed to work as antibodies, they receive a wrong information. They begin to fight against themselves. Instead of the body to experience explosion, they begin to experience implosion. I think the reason why the Anglophone crisis is experiencing implosion, because why? It's solved from multiple sclerosis. The forces that were supposed to be joined together to confront and fight a common goal, they are now fighting against each other. How can you explain that you don't first of all have an army, you don't first of all have sophisticated weapons, then the little you have, you are killing the few forces you have, because you are at loggerheads against each other. I think that Koba Seko, even if he's incarcerated, he has not imposed. Collaboration is a very fundamental aspect when it comes to the war. In East Timor, where they stood to boycott from Indonesia, one of the things that gave them so much tenacity was their unity. They had a common head, a common leader, who was the commander-in-chief. But we have 38 million generals, 66 million commanders, and 98 million presidents in one revolution. I think if something is not done, we're going to be dancing by throughout the entire revolution.
Okay, yes.
A lot of people then feed. We feel coach that man. We feel talk all kinds of things with talk. We feel disagree with blast him, talk with him. But that particular talk we talk, so it be very, very important. And that talk are the truth. That talk are the truth. When I ask, when I say one question, say, why it be say, even when Endeley, Foncha, they be there during their period, during their time. They will get their political differences then. But when it come to say me, they take a unanimous decision whether they will continue to take part for Nigerian politics or not, they deny them. They become so united. They understand each other. They talk with each other. What did it happen today? What did it happen today? I want to look at what did it really happen today. You ask yourself that question. Say, what did it really go on today? I know say Ambassador and people the way who always like to hear good news. Ambassador always like to hear sweet talk them. Sweet talk them. I tell you, I say, if you say you know like the truth, we know like for years until we go make a, you know, let me say, if they talk na the reality, no follow you this platform. No follow you this platform. I know me, I know when I can clap yes sir for some man. I know when I can make propaganda or can make it lie. Talk say you get this thing where you don't get them. Where you know very well say you don't get them, but you talk say you get them. Can't when I can talk the truth for the people. When I hear that man talk, two he talk na lie. Yes, that man he don't talk so other thing the way. We know say that thing the way he talk it is support na La Republic. But in one way, they talk away, be critical. He be critical about the struggle. Now lie, no be lie. Now wait till you group them. Wait till you group them. People where they didn't get that. They tell people where they aside say Muna come together. The people where they aside, they instead fear people where they didn't get that. Now the only struggle this one is say man where they aside the fear man wey dey in gata. Then a man wey dey in gata, the tell man wey dey aside say una need to come together. It makes sense. It makes sense. For all walks of life, all area them, they need to come together. What brother grounds where the whole stick, where they stand genuinely for the struggle, they need to come together. What did that man talk in a lie? The time of Endeley and Foncha them. Yes, now true say Endeley no be there in supporting me. Foncha go for Fumba conference and all the like for go join like. Now true say Endeley no be there in support. That one not true. Say Endeley no be there in support because some of now talk say this so during that time they no be there together, all these kind of things. Now true say Endeley no be there in support. But we ask questions say why it be say today all people, any man they fight now will form group instead of form a unanimous, a unitary platform, because people they want to defend their personal interests. People they want to defend their personal interests all the time. Why so? Why so? It's terrible. Why so? Why would they want to defend their personal interests? It's not good. There is a need to wait to come together. Because I give a stand for the people the way they yaba. Come together. Come together. When unity day, all that people the way they kidnap, take money, do this, do that, they don't do it again. Now why don't I say some of them know the one come together? Anyhow, I say my drop one for Muna here. If you go watch the video again, watch the video like 3 times. Go start them from the beginning, watch them again, share them, need people that you watch them. Thank you for watching, and I wish you an excellent weekend.